Awesome. All right, cool. So we've got Ankit over here. We've been working together over the past 6 months now, and Ankit is a few inches slimmer, as well as unexpectedly 8 pounds lighter, whilst building his strength and muscle as well. So, Ankit, thanks for having you on over here and letting you share your story for others to hear. So, firstly, do you just want to share a bit about high level who you are and what made you want to start this journey?
Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, my name is Ankit. I basically started because my work was immensely sporadic, a lot of travel. So I wanted to build something that is something I can carry forward and just eat better while I was
Yeah.
traveling. I was doing that, just build better habits. That was kind of primary goal. And of course, secondary was like, I was putting on a lot of belly weight because of that, which on my body profile wasn't really working well for me. So
Yeah.
I like to be active. So that was kind of the primary goal.
Yeah. And what had you tried before we had started working together?
I had tried like just running quite a bit, playing
Yeah.
sports, but also it meant a lot of knee uh, injuries for me. So personally, that was kind of the stopping point where I was not able to carry forward.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, sports and anything on the dietary side or strength training side, anything that you tried before?
Strength training was inconsistent. Diet was
Mm,
something I'm generally watchful, but I don't think I had a good understanding of like how to think about diet.
mm,
What kind of stuck with me was how do you fuel yourself versus how do you indulge, right? Like just keeping those two separate.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And since we worked together the past 6 months, what do you feel you love the most about this coaching and the style it was?
It is something like that built what works for me, right? Like around my schedule, around my travel, my family situation with two young kids. That was kind of a lot of it was challenging. And also it took into account like I don't mind getting up early. I like sleeping in early at night. So just build something around it and
Yeah,
flexible. It started with, okay, let's start workout at home, but gradually I was able to do more gym workout. So I
yeah,
was able to kind of do both gradually. And what really worked for me was just what do you like eating? Just understanding that, right? Like from your perspective, and then coaching me towards like, okay, you can just shift these things and build your habits around it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, in essence, it was yeah, me learning more about you and then fine tuning that 1-2% each time. So
Right.
that's yeah. And from that then, from the past 6 months, what's different? Like what's the results you've seen now and how do you feel different?
Tangibly, like my belly's down 3 inches, my strength's definitely up. Uh, I'm more mindful. I think that's a larger win in mind. I'm more mindful about what I'm eating, how I'm eating. It's changed
Yeah,
the habit there. Consequentially for me, and it feels like I'm at this point where I can carry this forward. I'm eating desserts, I'm eating ice cream, but how I'm eating it, when I'm eating it, right? Like just being more mindful about it versus, and bigger thing was like overall water consumption went up because of these ancillary habits, how I was being coached on around that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I guess how do you feel most proud about yourself over these past 6 months? Because you lead a very busy lifestyle, you're a father, you travel a lot, you socialize. So what do you feel you're most proud of yourself?
Being able to stick with something, right? Like 6 months in, I don't think I was able to ever be consistent on both fronts, right? Like either I'm eating or I'm like running or I'm traveling. Like just it was always one aspect versus now I traveled a bunch in these past 6 months for work, for personal, all of that, and all of it. Like activity always stayed with me. Food habits,
Mm,
mindful eating always stayed with me throughout. So
yeah.
that was something
Yeah.
really helpful.
And many men struggle with this part, which is how to stay consistent on the nutrition side, especially when you're traveling, and especially as in there's certain foods which you eat, certain foods which you don't eat. So how did you manage this part?
Well, I kind of understood, like based on what you guided me on, I understood what works for me, what I like eating, what I'm not willing
Mm,
to compromise on, right? Like, okay, I like to eat ice creams. Can I eat it every day? Probably not, right? Like, can I eat a few times a week? Sure. So just
yeah,
understanding, getting that coaching. Uh, and then second is how you build around what works for you in terms of eating habits. What foods do you like to eat? What, like if I was trying to eat tofu every day, I don't think I would be able to do that because I don't enjoy it. Versus yogurt, eggs, sure, right? Like for my protein intake and whatever
Yeah,
deficit was. I generally don't like to eat a lot of like whey protein, but the guidance was like, hey, okay, from you is like try to hit 100. I was like, okay, I can look that as a guidance and kind of work towards that and gradually supplement it with whey protein or power bar or whatever I needed to get there, but it didn't have to be every day. So that kind
yeah,
of helps as well.
exactly. Yeah. Eating our food as a priority and then supplementing. Exactly. We need something to supplement, not just
Right.
supplement for the sake of it. So that's good. And I guess what would you miss the most if you hadn't had this coaching at all?
I don't think I would have made progress. Like to be honest, right? Like I would have done the activity, but it's like cyclical would have probably been in the same place.
Mm, yeah,
Because the progress was measurable here. I was forced to like, okay, what did you do this week? What did you eat? What's your weight? Right? Like measuring your belly, just keeping on track. And there were weeks, right? Like for I think 4 or 6 weeks, nothing changed. So I'm like, okay, what do we do now? So just tweak a little more, tweak a little more.
yeah. Keep at it. Awesome. And I guess if there was somebody watching this at the moment on the fence with having a conversation, exploring this, what is it that you would suggest to them?
There's no harm in trying, right? Like try it, see what works for you. Like generally, I don't think I've felt pressure from you on, hey, you need to get on with it, sort of a thing, right? Like just give me a time to do it at my pace. So that was a big win for me.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I'm glad we spent these last 6 months. You were proactive, you implemented, and you said you did it in your own time. But the key thing, why I think this has worked for you, is that you had that internal drive and motivation to go forward. So I had to do I had to do none of the motivation at all. You had the inner drive. It was just about steering the direction which you were going, and I think that's why it worked so well, and why you've got the system now to continue after we work together.
Right? And the way I see it, right, like in 6 months, if I need to be at a different place, I can always come back and say, hey, Nicole, help me with this next goal that I want to get to.
Yeah, exactly. It's this, yeah, the next goal. So awesome, Ankit. Well, thank you for sharing your wisdom, and that is a wrap.